Hello people of the internet, it's the Who Gaming here, and welcome back to another video for you guys today. And in today's video, I will be announcing the winners of the Quest TCG Christmas Designer Card Contest. I do want to apologize for this video coming out a day late. I had some family over, so it was a little bit busy and hectic, but I do apologize for that, and I'm getting it out now. So the way this is going to work is I'm going to show off every single entry that was submitted for the contest, and go into detail on what I think is cool about it, what I think is a little bit lackluster about it, and then I will announce the winner. I want to start off by saying thank you to everybody who did submit an entry for the contest. I appreciated every single entry, and it was so awesome to get so many entries this time, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart for those submissions. So I guess we should get right into those submissions that I just talked about. So we got a total of 6 entries for this time around for the designer card contest, and all of them are pretty good. Some of them have a few flaws, and we'll go through those as we go through them, but they're all pretty cool, and I want to thank everybody for submitting. Starting off, we have the submission from Battle Beast Kings, and it is this. The name here, if I'm reading that correctly, says Derpy Dill Pick Elf, as in elf there, like Christmas elf, and that's a pretty, honestly, that's a pretty creative idea. So I'm based on the name and the visual representation here. Let's see how well the name fits. So Dill Pickle basically is in the name. So it's a pickle. It's a pickle. I'm gonna assume it's a dill pickle. Could be any number of pickles, to be honest with you. But I'm gonna make that assumption. It is. It's got a pretty derpy looking mouth there, I guess. So I guess that's the derpy aspect. And elf, yeah, it's an elf. It's clearly an elf. So yeah, you get what it says on the tin there. It's pretty self-explanatory. So its effect here is to summon or build another creature to the field. So basically, you can conjure a creature onto the field, which is a pretty cool and interesting ability. Something that I don't know if that's a pretty good. I don't know if we have a lot of cards in the game that do that right now, that just conjure stuff. So that's a pretty cool ability. The stats here are a little bit wonky. So 2,040 damage. That's really specific. That's pretty interesting though. I don't know if we have anything that goes down to like the tens digits in the game so far. That might be kind of interesting. But the health here is a little bit absurd. 4,050. Just a tad bit absurd. Right now, I think the strongest defensive card in the game is, I want to say Titanic Golem, and I think it has 3,200. I want to say 3,200. That's just the number that comes to mind. I'm not going to pull it up and find out though. But so that's a little bit absurd, especially for a dill pickle. Well, these cards will be released as a platinum rare, so you do want some pretty decent stats on them. So I don't know, maybe that would work. But it's a pretty interesting looking submission nonetheless. And I don't know what this minus 500 damage is for. I don't think that's very well explained. Maybe that's the cost for the ability. Who knows? But it's a pretty interesting looking card, I guess. It's pretty interesting looking design. Like I've said before, the artistic quality, like the amount, like if you're not the best and most amazing artist in the world, it doesn't matter. That's not what I look at here, or not primarily, but I think the art design is pretty interesting. So moving on, we have the next submission sent from, there's a fly somewhere, sent by Wrath of Kors, submitted this Christmas-themed Kryllizian. Did I get him? No. This Christmas-themed Kryllizian, which I thought was just the most amazing thing ever. And he's got a carrot for a nose. I think that's a carrot. I think that's what that's supposed to be. So like a sort of snowman, I guess, sort of design going on there. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool looking. It's very like. It's got the little present hanging from its snout there too. That's really cool. And I even love the detail of putting a Christmas tree in the background, and the mistletoe, I guess, is what that's supposed to be right there hanging. I don't know what it would be hanging from though. It's just sort of suspended midair. But that's kind of interesting. I also like the framing of the shot. It's very, like, it's diagonal. It sort of looks like but the tree, I guess he's going up a hill or something, because the trees are still going straight up. But it's just really interesting, and it's very dynamic, and I think it looks really cool. So this is a pretty spot on submission. So thank you to Chris from Wrath of Coors for submitting the festive themed Krillisian. Moving on, we have a submission from Cards at Home, and this submission is honestly just the most amazing thing ever. So if it'll load, so this he hadn't decided on a name for it. He was stuck between either Festive Fighter or Holiday Hero. I actually prefer Holiday Hero. I think that rolls off the tongue a lot better. But honestly, this is just like, if you'd ever wanted to know what like a kick-ass Santa looks like, this is what it is. This is so cool and amazing. And he actually colored it in digitally to help it fit with the theme of my game, which is just really cool. And I thank him for for doing that. It looks really cool. I really like the detail of it. He's got this bazooka that I guess is firing presents and stuff like that. That's just really cool. That's a really interesting design. He does have the traditional red coat for Santa and everything like that. And this is sort of like what I would imagine a younger Santa would look like, I guess. Like, I like to imagine that Santa as like, it's sort of like Santa when he was in his like early 20s, and he's just sort of this this like sort of like fighter guy, and it's really cool. And honestly, I really like the intense look on his face as well. That looks really cool. Honestly, you can expect some good work from Martin here. He does a lot of good artwork for his own game, and he's just really good. Like, I wish I had half of the skill that he has. It's amazing. All right, so this is Festive Fighter. And I do not believe that he included an ability with it. I think he did. He said to come up with whatever. So there is no ability for this guy as Martin designed him. So moving on, we have another really cool card design from an individual by the name of Flamescar, and this is Mobile Suit Saint Nicholas. Which is a really cool idea. For those of you that haven't watched my Who review series, then I should let you know that I'm a huge sucker for Gundams, and this is just amazing. It's oh my god, this is so cool. If there was I don't know why there hasn't. Unless I'm mistaken, I don't think there has ever been a Christmas Gundam before, like in the canon of Gundam, but that would be this is what I would want it to look like. I mean, this is just so cool. Oh my god, honestly, it just sort of looks like, I like to imagine that somebody just like had, like, if you took all the Christmas colors and everything off this, and that's just like somebody's Gundam, and then like, how to decorate this for Christmas, and just throws as many wreaths and peppermint paint jobs on there as he can. This is a really cool looking design. Again, I don't recall this one having an ability listed with it, though I could be wrong, and I apologize if I am wrong. I don't have my emails open at this exact moment, but it is pretty cool design. It is a pretty cool design nonetheless, and honestly, he's like in the snowstorm too. Like, the environment shot here is also really cool. This is just really interesting, and even like the subtle allusion to the background here, and it looks really cool. So I think this is also a really solid submission. So moving on, we have a submission from Old Folks TCG, and he was the only one that did a castle card, which was pretty interesting. This is called the Yuletide Castle. So the lore for this Yuletide Castle, it reads: 500 years ago, when two warring kingdoms finally called a treaty, they came together to celebrate the Yuletide festival as proof of their commitment to the treaty. While celebrating, they exchanged goods as the first steps to what could have been a long and prosperous inter-kingdom trade. Unfortunately, the treaty could not be kept. The prince of insert kingdom name here poisoned the queen of insert another kingdom name here. Although the queen survived, the treaty was broken. Okay, so that's a pretty interesting, lore for this too. So that's really cool. It's a really cool looking submission. I really like Old Folks' art style. It's very simple, but I think that's kind of what lends to its the enjoyment of it. I think it looks really cool. So yeah, this is also another really solid submission. On to the final submission for the Christmas Design a Card contest is from TCG Striker, and he did a sorcery card, which is really interesting. He also did a very good job at mimicking Quest's art style by doing the photorealistic background in front of the, or behind the cartoon image here, which is sort of, that's how we do it, and I think it's really cool that he replicated our style with that. And I think this card is called A Gift from a Friend, and if I can pull up, see if I can find what the ability was for this real quick. It's a really interesting looking card though, and let's see. Okay, so, and if I scroll down, okay. So this card is called Gift from a Friend, and it's a sorcery that allows you to draw 3 cards, but then you have to summon a creature to an opponent's empty zone. If for any reason you can't, then you have to discard your entire hand. So it's a really interesting ability, and there's nothing in Quest that does anything sort of similar to that. And that's a pretty interesting, you know, sort of ability, and I really like it. I also like the subtle detail here to WG from TS to Who Gaming from TCG Striker. That's pretty cool. Thank you, man. Like that. Okay, so again, thank you to everybody who submitted. That is all of the submissions that I got. So I will be announcing the winner, but I want to start off by saying thank you so very much to everybody who entered. I enjoyed every single submission that I got, and they're all so cool, and I wish every single one of you could win. But I can only have one user submitted card per set. So I will be doing a design a card contest every single set of Quest TCG, and I will be doing other contests like giveaways and stuff. Hopefully one pretty soon, so look out for that. So if you don't win this contest, there will be other opportunities to win. I just want to let you guys know that. And I also want to remind you that the prize for this contest is receiving your card, your designed card, in a special edition set 1 pack that includes that. So you can get not only your card, but a couple of other cool cards from set 1. So that's pretty cool, and I hope you guys enjoy that. So, time to announce the winner. I want to say that there were a lot of cool submissions, and I was actually stuck between a lot of them for a very long time. But one of them just shone, you know, it shined out brighter than all of the others, and I think it was just so perfect, and it fit the theme that I was going with. It's just really cool. So the winner of the Quest TCG Design a Card contest for the Christmas Design a Card contest is Martin from Cards at Home with his submission Holiday Hero. This is the card in its finalized form and the form that it will be released in. This will be the second Platinum Rare for set 2. And I went with the name Holiday Hero because I think it sounded a lot cooler. 2,600 damage, 2,800 health. So he's about average, and he is a Chaos class warrior. And his ability that I came up with, since Martin didn't include one, is whenever this card successfully destroys an opponent's creature, warrior, or summoner, you may draw 1 card. So it's like you get a gift for killing things. So congratulations to Martin. Get your round of applause in for your submission. Congratulations, you have won the contest. I hope the rest of you enjoyed having your cards shown, and there will be links to everybody that has a channel that I can find down in the description down below, so go check everybody out. They sent in some amazing stuff, and they really deserve the recognition for it. I hope you guys that didn't win this time will submit entries for my later design a card contests, because honestly it was such a close match between a lot of these, so I hope you guys will do that. So congratulations to Martin for your victory here, and send me a direct message on Discord with the address you want me to send your pack to, and I will get to that as soon as possible. And again, to everybody who entered, thank you so very much for submitting. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like, comment, and subscribe if you're feeling up to it. Check out all of the channels down in the description box below. They all deserve your recognition. And if you guys are psyched to see more competitions and stuff like this, I hope you guys will continue to support them and continue to enter into them, because it's fun for me to see all of these amazing entries that you guys sent in, and it's kind of heartwarming to see that so many people want to get their cards into my game, and I thank you so very much for that. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.